Hello and welcome to Low Budget Gaming and welcome to a weekend Steam sales update. All the games in today's video on Steam are on new lows here. So surprisingly, we are still getting new lows in January, and some of these games were on sale during the winter sale. Now they're cheaper. So let's have a look. First up, we start with Scars Above. So this game came out early last year. It's less than a year old at this point, but it is considered similar to something like a Returnal from PlayStation, and now it is at a fantastic 80% sale. Not a very long game, and I think now the price is very suitable to give this game a try. So Scars Above is a challenging sci-fi third-person action-adventure shooter combining the rewarding feel of overcoming difficulty with a compelling and intricate story set in a mysterious alien world to explore. 80% off, 439 in India, $8, £7, 11 in Canada, 8 in the Eurozone, 95,000 in Indonesia, 10 in Australia, 180 in Mexico. Next is System Shock 2, remastered or remake, whatever it is. And this came out end of May 23, so pretty new game. And one of the first sort of cyberpunk shooters from the early 90s, so it's finally got a remake. It's got a demo as well, and it is now 50% off. So still a little on the high side. I think the regional price has gone up a little as well. So this is 1,099, $20, 1749 pounds, 27.50 in Canada, and 20 in the Eurozone. Next we have Dread Templar. So this is your boomer shooter style game. I've heard quite a bit about this game, haven't tried it myself, but it is quite affordable from Fulcrum Publishing, and this is only 220 in India, 75% off, $5, 424 in the UK, 649 in Canada, 5 in the Eurozone. Next we have Chorus. So Chorus is a very interesting sci-fi space combat style game, and this got an increase in regional price not too long ago. I did mention it, but now it's got a bigger sale, so it's now back to its close to its previous price regionally, but it should be cheaper in other places. So this is 75% off, 350 in India, $624, 549 pounds, and 862 in Canada, 624 in the Eurozone. Now these style of games, this is what I like the most because they're comfortably under 500, have an interesting story. They're either AAA or almost AAA, double A you could say, and they offer some interesting different gameplay styles. Next we have Scorn. So Scorn is a horror game from what I recall, but there was a bit of drama when this came out. People were not happy with the puzzle side of things, but it is still a pretty impressive game. It's got 75% positive rating, mostly positive, very positive overall. And now it is at a great price, 328 in India, 65% off, $14, $11.19 in the UK, 15.39 in Canada, and 15 in the Eurozone. Next is The Chant. So this is a psychological horror survival style game. I keep mixing some of these games up with I think that was the Quarry. That's I think slightly different. This is more of your normal third-person horror game. And yeah, it is again at a very cheap price, 80% off, 259 in India, $5, 439 in the UK, 690 in Canada, and 5 in the US. Next we have Outward Definitive Edition. So this is a Souls-like RPG which also has split screen. I've heard it's quite complicated, like quite a complex RPG, but those who enjoy this, they say it's a very good game. And this is the definitive edition on a new low, 85% off, 336 in India, $6, 524 pounds, 824 in Canada, and 6 in the Eurozone. Next is more of an action game, shoot 'em up. This is Gungrave Gore. So I believe this is on the Game Pass. I'm not 100% sure, but it says here, stylish third-person action shooter by South Korean studio Iggy Mob, in which you take on the role of Grave, a gunslinger of resurrection and badass anti-hero of your dreams, mowing down tons of enemies in gaudy ballet of bullets. So yeah, this is 86% off, 461 in India, $7, 629 pounds, 984 in Canada, and 7 in the Eurozone. Next is Deliver Us the Moon. So I have played and streamed this game, and this was quite an interesting story-driven game. There's also a sequel called Deliver Us Mars, which was given away by Epic very recently. So you may want to pick this up, try it out, and then play the sequel. And yeah, I really enjoyed this one. This was a very good looking game, and this is 72% off, 159 in India, $7, 559 pounds, 8 11 in Canada, and 7 in the Eurozone. And then finally, I have one good deal on Epic. Thought I'll mention this. I'll try and mention some other good deals every now and then from other places. And if you are going to pick this up, you can use my creator code LVGplays at checkout to support me. Now, this game has had an increase in regional price on Steam, so it is better deal here. Plus, there's also the thing on Epic where you may have some reward points if you are buying games from Epic. So if you bought some games during the winter holiday period, you may have some balance. Like, for example, I have like 76 rupees or something in rewards left over there. So if I wanted to pick this up, I could get that deducted from this as well, making it much cheaper. So that's another bonus that you can take advantage of over here. So I already have this game on Steam. I really like this game. And so this is a first-person game, sort of inspired by Half-Life and stuff like that. Not a very long game, like 4 to 5 hours. So I think the 200 price is ideal. On Steam, this is now 880, so a better deal over here if you wanted to pick this up. And yeah, that's it for this one. I'm still planning to do more for GOG because they have their big New Year sale, quite a lot of interesting deals, so keep an eye out for that one. Thank you for watching as always, and see you next time.